Hey there, this is Marxist, and we've got a demo review from Jimi the Roamer from UGC. I'll just leave it at that. We don't need to go any more into detail. We're on MediMarx, and the thing here is it's a POV demo. I've recently destroyed my crosshair, so I don't have one, but it'll be fine. More pleasurable viewing. Going to mid, the usual thing. You can actually jump much higher as a roamer on this mid, but nobody contests you. And you get 3 kills, so your job is more than done. And you choose to go back and help your team. And so you get a 4th kill and die. So, yeah, not much else to do at mid as the roamer. Good enough. So I'll note also, POVs sometimes are choppy based on interp settings and sometimes due to wireless. So I don't assume that this player is actually as choppy as they appear, and my FPS is not lagging at this time. So I assume it's just a slight difference in the recorded interp versus the interp that I am using. I don't want to have to try and fight with it to find the perfect one. You can actually do an interp change in the STVs, but on POVs you cannot. This is a fine play. You'd already got a kill, so your life didn't matter. And your team should grab second quite handily. And it looks like last, maybe possibly as well. Well, it looks like a second cap's going to be difficult, so that's a pain.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
They are 1 down. You've got med.
We have lost the control.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to go into sneaky spots now. The dialogue window popping up is just my push-to-talk key for this recording. In case I have to sneeze or something, I don't want to voice activate. Here's your kill. Yep. Oh, it got snatched, but good enough. And then you're going to get another one. So the demo is down, your scout's already in and your med is not. That's not good. But, I mean, you're doing fine. Pushing up a bit would be okay. Yeah, oh, you killed the thing. So now you can just throw your life away. Yep, perfect, perfect. Well, you don't need to keep shooting him when he's invincible, you could just jump away. Your demo's rightly got sticks all over the points. Yep, that's fine. I'm given to understand that this game is now 2-1. That there was like some kind of a problem with the initial server after the first round. So they switched servers, and that's the second round. So we're doing fine here. Gonna counter jump actually. Normally this should be a death sentence. Okay, it was. Your med's still alive, so you didn't really need to sell out that hard. But again, you are the roamer, so you've got a little bit of artistic license there. Your med should be down with the demo. But you've got artistic license there, because if you survive mid, you get the freedom to do whatever you want, really. Unless both meds survive and you're in like a suicide situation, but basically if there's no way to construe that your death would be a net negative, you can just die. You are playing with the combo an awful lot, which I would attempt to discourage you from, but you may have just been getting a buff. Their med survived. You're 1 down now. So suiciding in here now may not be the best idea. Oh, they forced actually, but the whole team dies. Yeah, so when you force an Uber like that, just let it be for a little bit. Also on MediMarx, I absolutely hate pushing out of it from mid to second through lobby. and also from second to mid till through lobby. This is like, it's just a bad place to have a fight. The alleyway and under are much better. They give you a lot more freedom to maneuver. Whereas there are lots of tiny doorways in lobby. Well, at least you popped your Uber over second. You've got 2 kills, so or mid. You're probably fine now. No big deal there. Team gets kills. You got there quickly. You died. Uh-oh. This back cap's gonna work. Well, now you're hosed. Where'd the guy... I don't know. Maybe they died? Yeah. Oh, it was that soldier. Okay, you're fine. Yeah, alright. So now we're gonna push to mid. You're probably gonna be on the flank. I would just take health kits so as not to bother anyone. If they're even alive at all. Oh well, we know this one's been snatched. This is actually where I like the roamer to play. Is under like that, looking there, because it frees up the scouts to just run around an alley, and if you hit something and or rather something hits you and chooses to chase you under, your scouts can flank behind them in a pretty simple play. But you're gonna go for the more typical route and just stand here. That's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Since you're a flank player, I will put a disclaimer on here that I won't really know what's going on with Ubers, because there's a pretty high probability that you're not going to see. Oh, well, this really isn't your job. You're not the pocket, you need to go away. Oh, there's a soldier here. Well, he bounced away, and he gets killed. No, you don't take heals from your medic when you're trying to do this stuff. Yep, just take health packs, that's all you get. You're gonna eat your porridge and like it. More health packs. Alright, now we can jump in. Alright, we're golden. Oh, we go for air shot. That guy's hard to hit. This might be death. It's not. Now this guy gets counter jumped and killed. Yep, easy enough. Gotta cap this point quickly. And now you're gonna run and get a health pack. Yeah, these were all bad choices. You should have backed up for that health pack. You can't run forward into their regions with 47 health. You gotta back up. It's no big deal, because as you back up, even if they get onto mid, I mean, you've got health, your team is coming, you've got respawn advantage. There are all sorts of things working in your favor. There are all sorts of things working in your favor. Yeah, so we are a sniper. And we kill the medic. Well done. That'll get the job done. So now you're just gonna go roamer. Oh, well, you're gonna stay sniper. And your med pops over you, which I would count as a mistake. But, you know, whatever. To each their own. Some people like to save the lives of roamers. And they are getting devastated, but there's people on the point. Oh, and you get caught on the edge there. Unfortunate. So that, I mean, I would have just ran back to roamer the second I killed their medic, because explosives are good. But, you know, whatever. And I wouldn't really blame that on you, because when the team pushes out, they have to do so in such a way that they cover the doorways. And in any scenario, you would have been back in spawn switching off sniper, having done your job. So, not really your fault, even though you flubbed the jump. Alright, here we go. A jumping. Alright, easy. Kill the demo. We don't really need to kill this med. You can reposition yourself. Unless your med's dead. Oh wow, your demo went ultra deep. Well, now your med dies, yeah. A little bit of lag. So, yeah, more lag. Oh, gonna die. Oh, that scout gave it to you, but the soldier knew it was up. So, yeah. In those sorts of scenarios, you don't need to worry about that medic. If your medic is still alive, just get a... I would have just, like, walked back out and taken a look from their lobby door and tried to help my team some more, because they obviously needed it. Because the med's really not going to hurt you. And balling up and making some sort of a play that way would probably have helped things a bit more. But we're going to go sniper again. You had success with it. The demo knows he might die. That's a hard shot. You're getting really deep here. That's a little scary. Okay, you guys get a kill anyways. It'd be nice if you could get another one, though. Yeah, you can't. This guy should maybe crater. Oh, he kills a scout, sadly. So you're evensies. Oh, you drop your demo to a pain train. So now you're not going to be able to hold second in all feasibility, but maybe you can contest? They should be pushing. Yeah, there they are. There's just no point pressure. You might... This would be a time to re-push with Uber. Because you would get it probably by the time you go to the door. Yeah, and some of your team is contesting it, but y'all aren't. And you can't do that. You can't be this mixed up. Oh, and then a scout peeks the door and dies. A completely unnecessary thing. Oh, so you're trying to use your Uber advantage now. So unfortunately I didn't count the kills, and nobody went left. So you've now... Okay, so you left 2 people behind. In the hopes that your Uber could win 4v6. I guess they screwed it up bad enough that it won. So normally it's better just to have everyone go, and you need to... When you have this week's map is X, you need to talk to everybody and decide which doors you're going to go out of every single time. And if that person who normally, say, goes out the left door happens to be dead, he needs to tell somebody to go that way. And then you don't need to leave anyone at last, because 9 times out of 10, the person coming for last is not a soldier, it's going to be a scout. And you're the roamer, and you're using gunboats. And that means you're probably dead. Nice shot there, though. Oh, our med's in big trouble. The med's dead. And the scout's still alive, which is tragic, so... apparently he didn't have that much health anyways. But you should always, when you're being chased like that, if you're a combat class, you have to stand in front of the medic and die. You have to die for the guy. Especially because that med either was very close to Uber or had it. I don't know what all went down there, but the last time we saw him, he was really close. This is actually pretty good because they grouped up and came in on their own, more or less. Yeah, don't need equalizer there. But we'll see. You did all you needed to do. You're only a roamer.
You deserve a medal, Doc.
Oh, you can't be hassling your med about a buff. You just have to go. You're not that important. Because now your team's never gonna get out. Yep, never. You cannot do that. If you only have 200 health when you get there, that's too bad. So sad. But they screw this up bad. Wow. They just got out DM'd to like the highest possible degree. Also, you're kind of playing pocket for this. I don't know if that's because your pocket's dead or you're just a heal sucker. I guess the pocket decided not to push, but your med did. So, you want to fix that. You're supposed to be a flank guy. You don't get to take heals. That is not your job. Because it spreads your team too thin and not enough heals go to the scouts. And if your scouts aren't taking heals, they're screwing it up. Alright, there we go. So, to farm your health pack, there you go. Enjoy that oatmeal there. And, let's see. This is a pretty typical spot for the roamer to be. Because you gotta get a nice wall to jump off of. Yep. Don't need to shoot the med here. Well, maybe you do. I was wrong about his Uber, so you made the right choice there. I thought he died in the last push. But I was wrong. So, now we're just having a DM fight over here. And you're glitched on fire. Ground shoot. No calling for medic. We're gonna get them health packs, and if the medic takes them, it's too bad. You should have a scout with you. Oh, there he was. Okay, good job. That was nice. That's how it is intended to work. And you tie the game or take the lead by one. I'm not really certain on how this is all gonna boil out. We'll find out. It'll be a mystery that gets solved at the end of the demo. You can calm down with the jumping on the rollout here, because you're just jumping too much. That's making you too hurt. You should have 300 at least some point during this. We're focusing the med right at the start. This is wholly unnecessary. It would have been better to shoot the people with guns who go on to kill your team. Or at least try to kill your team. At the very least, killed your medic. Unless you'd heard that your medic had died before you went on him, then you made a mistake. It turns out okay, but that's not the kind of thing you can get in the habit of doing. Also on these Metalworks mids, most roamers will either play incredibly passively or double jump. Off the wall. That would probably make your mid play a lot easier. Because right now, you're getting away with shallow jumps because the scouts aren't very good. And I mean, that's not an insult. I mean, that's why we have lower divisions, so you can learn. But they just don't know what they're doing quite yet. And so they aren't shooting you out of the sky instantly. So the only way that you can get things done at higher levels is to double jump. So I would get in the habit of doing that, even if you end up playing pocket, because the pocket usually does it too. So, alright, you've got it. The main thing I would encourage you to change, the team needs to just stick together more. Because a lot of the time there are people pushing when the rest of the team's backed up to the point. And that's either they're not hearing the call to back up, or there isn't a call to back up. Everybody just sort of does it without saying it. And trusts that everyone else is doing it when they're not. So, need to fix that. Okay, we're in our spot. The only thing I don't like about our spot right now is there isn't anybody over here but you. Alright, so the med's dead. You didn't get the credit, but that's fine. It was a non-Ubered push, so... And med's living the dream. There we go. So 3-2. They take that as a half, but I think this is UGC, so it is not half. So, I'll explain, since some folks apparently don't know. The reason UGC uses 4 rounds instead of 3 for 6s is that in the second half you would have to exec a different config from the config you execed at the start of the match. And it's generally been assumed that that would be more confusing than having 4 round limit. It is not a bad idea with a mid one. Well, at this point, you just want to cut this guy off. Turret, can you do it, Scout? To be honest, it's embarrassing that it took that long, but it actually is a net benefit. Oh, you could kill this demo right now. Yeah. Oh, he bounced hard, but there's a... Yeah, good. So, it's actually a net benefit to the team that it took so long, because he ain't gonna be respawned for a long time. Yep. And they call GG there. So yeah, I mean, all I really got out of that was don't shoot the medic at mid if your med isn't dead. That seems to be a habit of yours, or like you're just like, well, screw it, you know, he's the only target. Don't let yourself get in that habit. You need to help the team, at least in Marxist world. Try to stick together more. Somebody on your team needs to make clear comms about whether they're stuck behind or going in or what. Because a lot of the times a couple people are extended and a couple are not. You don't want to do that. Everybody should be together, except for one scout that gets to cap all the points. Let's see. Oh, and when you're in coverage situations, make sure you always have buddy. Because there were a couple times you were off on your own and you didn't get victimized. I didn't see you ever just get rolled over by one guy. But make sure you've always got a buddy because you're going to need the help. Ideally, the breakdown most teams have gone for now is you've got like a roamer and a scout who are the best of friends. And they're always together wherever they go, except for when the roamer bombs in and dies to pop Ubers. And then the other scout, like, visits them occasionally, but then he goes back over to the combo, and it's like, you know, the combo and the flank had a child, and it's that other scout, and they're divorced now, so they share custody, and they pass him back and forth. That's basically what most teams do now, so just try and get used to that. You need to pick one of your scouts, whichever one annoys you the least, and have them be your flank buddy from now on. Make sure they're always... You should set it up so that you're in front of them or more obvious than them. You get shot, back up, spam 4 rockets, and then the scout gets the kill. That's pretty much the science of the flank. Is whenever you see... You want to make it look like you're a roamer by yourself, but you're never a roamer by yourself. And that will kill lots of teams. But yeah, on the whole, I didn't see anything wrong. Your rocket jumping could use a little work, but that's to be expected. Your aim was fine, so kudos on that. The rest of it will come in time. So yeah, I didn't see anything egregious. And I hope you enjoyed. So if you want to have your own demo submitted or casted by me, just drop it to the email, which is in the description to the video, and take care.